Dan Illman, Matt Bernier for Weekend Wrap, taking a look back at last Saturday's Grade 1 Gamely Stakes for fillies and mares on the turf. They break from the gate, and you're going to see Lady Eli. She's returning to the scene of that tough runner-up loss in the Breeders' Cup filly and mare turf last year. She's in the teal silks, and Irad Ortiz had to play this right. Short field, quality speed horse in Avenge. Lady Eli probably prefers to be taken back a bit, covered up, and make one run, but Irad's hand is forced. He's got to go after Avenge and keep her honest.
And I think the only way that she gets it done is because she's just that, the quality is through the charts, the class is off the charts, just simply because, like you say, she probably wants to be a little bit farther back. You've got a quality speed that you're chasing in Avenge, and guess what? You're also being hounded by a pretty talented runner that doesn't get the due credit in Good Year for Roses. This was a big effort from Lady Eli.
Avenge is forced to go a legitimate pace in her first start off the layoff. We have not seen her since she ran so well behind Lady Eli in the Breeders' Cup filly and mare turf. I think that Flavien Prat hoped that maybe he would be able to get to the lead and rake this down about 5 lengths or so, but no chance of that happening with Lady Eli breathing down her throat. And I think she might have felt the effects of the layoff as well.
Probably so. I have to admit, I was still a little bit disappointed that she came up as completely empty as she did, because I understand Lady Eli's got the recency, but boy, Avenge never really gave him any sort of challenge.
Corey Nakatani's got Good Year for Roses in a really great spot tracking these two, and she's moving very, very comfortably. Lady Eli's going to take over from Avenge right now. Irad just took a peek under his shoulder. He feels like he's got Avenge measured, but Good Year for Roses is digging. She got a great trip, but she loves it at Santa Anita, and she really wasn't disgraced on that trip to Keeneland. Boy, Richard Baltas has gotten this one good, and she gives Lady Eli a scare right about here.
I got to be honest, Richard Baltas, this might be the training job of the year thus far with an individual horse, because he's turned this horse into, who was at one point a nice Grade 2 type, into a legitimate Grade 1 caliber runner. She's a little bit unfortunate that she hasn't gotten a bigger victory to her name just yet, but Baltas has done a really, really good job of Good Year for Roses. But hey, this was about Lady Eli.
Good Year for Roses got to within a half length of Lady Eli or so, and then Lady Eli was slowly getting away at the end of this race. She has now won 8 of 11 starts. She has never been worse than second in her career. She's by Divine Park, and she's the second graded stakes winner out of this dam. The other busy Caroline won a couple of Grade 3 stakes on the turf. So what's next for Lady Eli? Chad's already mapped out 3 races leading up to the Breeders' Cup, and the Diana's just such a logical spot at Saratoga on July the 22nd.
It seems like everything there is perfect. She likes Saratoga, mile and an eighth, just everything in her wheelhouse. Gives her some good time between that race and now. No reason not to go there.
103 Beyer speed figure, by the way, for Lady Eli in last Saturday's Grade 1 Gamely. As for Avenge, she was not disgraced at all. She had to run hard every step. We have to remember that this was her first start off with a layoff. She'll probably do better next time. And I actually like her stretching out to like 1.25 miles.
I think she wants more distance, and like I said, I'm probably being a little bit unkind saying that I expected more, because she just seemed like she was so flat at the end. But like you say, she went a legitimate clip early on, and it's not like she had a couple of tomato cans breathing down her neck the entire way. I think don't hold this one race against her. I think she is going to rebound, and like you say, with a little bit more ground.
And as for Good Year for Roses, she gives Richard Baltas plenty of options. I'm sure we'll see her at Delmore on one of the major races. They could shorten her up, they could stretch her back out, but she does have that good tactical speed, and it really puts her in nice stead wherever she shows up.
It's the other thing to keep in mind about this horse. She's capable at 8, 8.5, 9, but you could make the case that she's even better at 10, 11, and 12. So you got a lot of things you can do with her.
Mocat and Pretty Girl were simply overmatched in this race. Mocat just hasn't improved since her good 3-year-old campaign. I wonder if Pretty Girl needs like a stretch all the way out in distance.
Possible at this point, but I also wonder too, maybe they're just not as good.
But Lady Eli, just a wildly popular and talented horse. She's won 8 of 11. She earned a 103 Beyer speed figure for her Grade 1 win in the Gamely, and hopefully we'll see her at Saratoga for the Diana on July 22nd.